Thank you guys so much for the patience. We are back and ready to roll with some Lost Abyss Pokemon TCG tabletop testing. We have got a lot of really cool decks, and it's going to be back-to-back days of Lost Abyss tabletop testing. Zeely here today, and we got Jesse Parker showing up tomorrow, so plenty of time to show off, hopefully, some of your favorite cards from the upcoming sets. Now, I think the real thing that I want to know is if this Giratina deck can beat Palkia.
I think everyone is wondering that as well.
Yeah, because the Giratina deck is sick, but Palkia is also just like a monster.
Yeah.
And is like potentially just way too good.
Because you're asking for a lot from the Giratina deck to be going on turn 2, whereas the Palkia deck, with the like if you're playing Giratina, you're going to just be helping the Palkia set up and do a lot of damage very easily.
Right. And yeah, so I'm really interested to see if Giratina can beat Palkia in a set. So we're going to start off with that. And then I think we want to run Goodra versus the Electrode deck, because I think that that'll be a fun little matchup.
Now, did you want to take a thumbnail picture or tweet a picture at all?
I'm cool.
Okay,
man.
cool. That's why. Okay, cool. That's why I put them out. Just want to make sure.
Yep. Nah, we're rocking and rolling. Let's just do this thing, bro. If you know, you know. If you're here, you're here. If not, catch it on the tube, bro. You know. Cool. So I've got my Giratina deck and my lovely Dragon Shield pink diamond sleeves. Love it. Huge thanks again to Dragon Shield for providing the sleeves for this tabletop gameplay. Let's see. Make sure that there's enough space here. Am I zoomed out enough? Might need to get zoomed out a little more. I could go like a touch. Now, the way that Zeely and I are going to be doing this tabletop gameplay, we are going to be not doing live overlay translations as we have been doing, kind of a similar style that we've been doing, just with the raw video and explaining our moves and game actions so that the video can be cut up and made into a really nice post-stream production. So that is that is what we're going to be doing. So if you're used to the on-stream overlays, I am trying out a new way of doing these where, you know, we kind of just talk about the moves that we're doing, talk about what the cards do. If anybody wants to keep up with our gameplay as we are playing, make sure to check out the translations that are available, if one of the mods wouldn't mind linking those. Yeah, so you can keep up with the Dark Phantasma and the Lost Abyss. Let's see, I got them right here, actually. Translations. Let's go drop these in the chat. There's Lost Abyss and Dark Phantasma are going to be the two primary ones in case you want to know what the cards do and follow along with us as we play. But this is, I think, what I'm finding to be the best of both worlds here. Just doing the live production without the overlays, and then in post-production doing some really nice graphic overlays so that, you know, everybody watching after the fact can keep up with what's going on, and it just makes the, I think it makes the tabletop gameplay a lot more engaging, having the, you know, having the kind of dead space cut out and the game actions explained and nice graphic overlays that kind of enlarge and go with the flow of the game. I'm a little bit worried about this Giratina deck just running out of steam.
I could see it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you have to put so many of your cards in the Lost Zone. I imagine at some point you have to hit a match where you just don't have anything because you're too busy cycling through it.
Right. And I think that another thing that's concerning is that this Giratina deck doesn't really beat single prize decks at all. I mean, I guess if you wanted to be able to compete with single prize decks, you could just play the, you know, you could play a couple of the Sableyes, I guess, but a lot of single prizers have more than 120 hit points.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So like you're not really doing it there, right? Like if you're up against the Arcanine, you know, Sableye and Cramorant are not helping you versus the Arcanine deck.
Oh, not at all.
Arcanine has 130 hit points, right? So that's just not going to bode well for you. So I think you know, first things first, we are just going to try and build the Giratina deck to just do what the Giratina deck does best, and that is just hopefully blast out some insane 280 damage attacks turn after turn. I need to look up the name of these abilities. Comfy has the Flower Picking ability, allows you to look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one into your hand, the other into the Lost Zone, and then Giratina, there we go. It's got the Abyss Seeker attack, Giratina V. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck, put 2 of them into your hand and the remaining cards into the Lost Zone. And Giratina VSTAR has got Lost Impact and Star Requiem. And then there's the Colress supporter, Colress's Experiment. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, put 3 of them into your hand. The remaining cards go into the Lost Zone. I know what Fantina does. And Mirage Gate. I know I'm going to be forgetting the names of these, so have mercy on me. Mirage Gate, Colress's Experiment, and Mirage Gate. If I could just remember the 2 trainers, that'll be a big help. Colress's Experiment, Mirage Gate. There we go. All right. Any predictions, Ely? How do you think this one's going to end up?
I think Palkia is very strong. I could easily see Palkia just taking it right away. The Palkia list has been very streamlined by now. Very consistent, very good, heavy hitting. The Giratina list, I could also see it pulling out a win just because you are hitting for 280, which is like a perfect number on all the V-Star Pokemon.
It is, right? And that is the second place list from the North American International Championships. So obviously a tried and true list, very aggressive deck capable of taking some really gnarly knockouts and, you know, capable of gusting whatever it wants with cross switchers. And this is a completely untested Giratina list. So
I'll take heads.
let's get into it. Heads?
So I will be going first.
Sounds good. Have any basics?
I have 2.
Cool. I have
Cool.
Mulligan. Thank you, Shubhand, for starting the prediction there. Much appreciated. And thank you, Brandon, for updating the scans. I really appreciate that. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Force a habit. Force a habit.
With the cut, bro. He's cutting me into a beautiful hand, I'm sure. Okay. That's fine.
I will take my mulligan.
And good luck.
Good luck, have fun. So I draw for turn. And I will, since I'm going first, I cannot play a supporter card. So I will use Hisuian Heavy Ball to look at my face down prize cards. I do not have any basic Pokemon in there, so I just have to take a peek what I have, shuffle it back up, and then put them back down. Which this is really frustrating because I don't have access to a Palkia V this turn. So I will be essentially 1 turn behind. I can just attach energy for the turn, and I don't believe there is a way for you to knock me out on the first turn, so I can just pass to you.
I will draw for turn. And I really like the look of this opening hands. I have got a Battle VIP Pass and a Gardenia's Vigor. So I'm going to kick things off with Battle VIP Pass, which allows me... Yeah, I'm going to retail. Hold on. I'm going to kick things off with Battle VIP Pass. And search my deck for 2 basic Pokemon. I would like to find a Giratina V and a Comfy. Put those straight onto my bench. And I really like Giratina V's first attack, Abyss Seeker. It can help shuttle cards into the Lost Zone to help power up your Mirage Gate item cards, which are super cool. I'll use Gardenia's Vigor as my supporter for turn, so I draw 2 cards. And then I can attach any energy from grass energy from my hand to my bench Pokemon. I'm able to find another Battle VIP Pass, so I'll play Battle VIP Pass number 2. And with that, I'll search out a Comfey and a second Giratina V. Now I have an interesting decision to make. I can either scoop up nets and promote Comfey to use its ability, which is called
Flower picking.
There we go. Flower picking. Very good. That's going to take me a little while to learn these. I can use scoop up nets to go into Comfey to use flower picking, or I can use scoop up nets to go into Giratina V and use Abyss Seeker. I don't have any cards in the Lost Zone yet, so I'm thinking that I want to use scoop up nets and promote Comfey, and I'll use flower picking to look at the top 2 cards of my deck. I put 1 into the Lost Zone and 1 into my hand. I'm really happy that I was able to find that Psychic Energy because it's going to allow me to get a double attachment turn 1. Thanks to the Gardenia's Vigor. I'll bench Bidoof, and I'll pass it to you.
Draw for turn. I will play Rida to search my deck for a water Pokemon and an item card. I'll grab a Palkia V. And I will also grab a Quick Ball. So I'll play down the Palkia V, and I'll play down the Quick Ball to discard a Water Energy to search my deck for a basic Pokemon, and I will grab the Radiant Greninja. And then I will also play a Capacious Bucket to get 2 Water Energy from my deck and put them into my hand. And this is good because it helps me attach for turn as well as use concealed cards on the Radiant Greninja to draw some cards. And then hopefully off the Radiant Greninja, I could hopefully also find another Palkia V, which would be good, just in case Andrew has a way to boss next turn or something like that. So I will attach for turn, and I will concealed cards to discard a Water Energy card from my hand to draw 2. So I was able to find another Palkia to play that down, and I think I'm chilling, so I think I will just keep calling for another Sobble. Gonna look to see what else I have in the deck while I search. Cool.
Here, pause right there, Zealy. Look at your deck again. And I'm just gonna come adjust the camera real quick.
Oh.
Yeah. Your natural pose a little higher than we originally had, so yeah, just keep it there. Cool. Perfect. All right.
So now this feels like a very good turn 2. Obviously, I would have liked to have had the Palkia V-Star Palkia V in play on my first turn, so I could get a V-Star this turn. But I'm pretty confident with the setup so far, and it really forces you to need to find the Tool Jammer very soon.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
I feel like
you're good. I'm definitely worried about my Giratinas right now. I'll draw for turn. And we're going to kick things off with Culrus's Experiment, a new supporter card that allows you to look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and you can put 3 of them into your hand and 2 of them into the Lost Zone. So it helps you to funnel cards into the Lost Zone, and it also helps to draw cards. So it's really good for this deck. I'm going to put those 2 into the Lost Zone and these 3 into my hand. Then I'm going to evolve my Giratina V into a Giratina VSTAR, and I am going to attach a Grass Energy to my Giratina VSTAR and Ultra Ball away a Grass Energy and a Mirage Gate. And take a look at my deck, and I really want to find that Bibarel. So we're going to grab Bibarel and start using its Industrious Incisors ability to draw some cards. I'm going to evolve my Bidoof into Bibarel. Yeah, how many are there? Thank you, Zealy. Yep. And then I'm going to use Industrious Incisors to draw 3 cards. That was a really good draw off of Industrious Incisors, as I was able to find an air balloon. That was a really good draw off of Industrious Incisors, as I was able to find an air balloon, which is going to allow me to retreat my Comfy. But not before I use Flower Picking. Look at the top 2, and I get to keep 1, put the other into the Lost Zone. I think I'm going to put the Pokegear into the Lost Zone and keep the Giratina VSTAR. Then I will evolve my second Giratina V into Giratina VSTAR, attach Air Balloon to my Comfy, retreat into Giratina VSTAR that has 3 energy on it, and with that, I will use my Lost Impact attack, which does 280 damage, plenty of damage to knock out Sobble, and I have to put 2 energy into the Lost Zone, so I'm at 6 cards in the Lost Zone.
I will bring up Sobble as my active Pokemon, draw for turn. I will Level Ball for a Drizzile, and I will Shady Dealings to grab I'm thinking a Capacious Bucket would be good here because I can attach as well as concealed cards.
I did forget to take a prize, so I'm going to take my prize.
Cool. So I will concealed cards to discard a Water Energy card from my hand to draw 2. Let's see. I will play down the Manaphy. So right now I am doing 90, 240, 270. Scoop Up Net, Drizzile to go back in my hand. Bring up Palkia. I will play down Melanie to attach a Water Energy card from my discard to my active Pokemon V and draw 3 cards. So I will attach a Choice Belt to my active, which lets my active Pokemon do 30 more damage to the defending Pokemon V. And I will play Evolution Incense to grab Palkia VSTAR from my deck.
Sheesh.
And then I will evolve into Drizzile, Shady Dealings for Level Ball. And I will grab a Galarian Zigzagoon. And that will, the Headbutt Tantrum ability lets me place 1 damage counter on any Pokemon of my choosing. And with that, I believe I'm ready to attack.
Perfect math.
I'm going to take one last look at my hand. Nothing that I want to play at this moment. And then I will Subspace Swell for 270 damage with the Choice Belt, which plus the 10 damage from the Headbutt Tantrum is a knockout.
Sheesh. All right. Big knockout there from Palkia. Palkia just doing what it does best. But I do have the return knockout in hand, so I'm pretty excited. I'm going to promote Comfy and draw a card. And I really love the air balloons in this list because it just allows me to easily use flower picking and then pivot into my attacker. I'm going to kick things off with an Ultra Ball, Ultra Balling away Comfy and air balloon. And I'm going to grab a Giratina V. Now, I'm thinking, I obviously kind of want to set up another attacker, but I could get myself into a little bit of a hairy situation if Zeely's able to just go knockout game. I need to find some scoop-up nets to limit my board. Would be very good right now. I'm going to bench Giratina V and use flower picking. I really love this tool jammer. So I'm going to put the boss's orders into the lost zone, which makes it so that I have 7 cards in the lost zone. And with 7 cards in the lost zone, I can finally use Mirage Gates, a new item card that allows me to search my deck for 2 energy and attach them to my Pokemon. So I can only use this item card if I have 7 cards in the Lost Zone. But now that I have 7 cards in the Lost Zone, I am ready to go and start accelerating energy onto my Giratina VSTAR. I actually have 2 of these, so I'm going to play a second Mirage Gates. And I'm going to attach 2 energy to my benched Giratina V. Let's see, how many energy do I got left in deck? 2. That's fine. I think, actually, is it correct to go to the active and just overload it because it's like protected?
I think so.
Jammer.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way for me to be able to knock it out.
So yeah, I'm going to use my second Mirage Gate to get 2 more energy and attach them both to my Giratina VSTAR so that it has 4 energy on it. Then I'm going to attach Tool Jammer to my Giratina VSTAR which is going to be able to protect it from a potential one-hit KO with Choice Belts. And then I'm going to use Bibarel's Industrious Incisors ability to draw 4 cards. Wow. Now, I haven't used a supporter card yet this turn. So I'm going to use Culrus's Experiments to look at the top 5 cards of my deck. And keep 2 while putting... Or keep 3, excuse me, while putting 2 into the Lost Zone. So I'm going to Lost Zone... the Comfy and the Bidoof, putting me up to 9 cards in the Lost Zone. Then I can retreat into Comfy and use Flower Picking number 2. And I'm going to put my Battle VIP pass into the Lost Zone, bringing me up to 10 cards in the Lost Zone. Then I will use Scoop Up Nets on the Comfy, limiting my bench even further. And I will use Loss Impact to take the knockouts, putting me to 12 cards in the Lost Zone and taking 2 prize cards.
I will promote... Sorry, 1 second. I'm doing the math.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'll promote the Radiant Greninja.
Okay.
Draw for my turn. I will Shady Dealings to search my deck for 2 trainer cards to put them into my hand. I think I want to get Tool Scrapper and Evolution Incense. Cards in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'll get the Evolution Incense and the Marnie. And I will play the Evolution Incense to get Palkia VSTAR. I will double cross switcher the Giratina V.
Okay.
And then I will bring up my Palkia VSTAR. Will attach for turn. Play down the Sobble. And then I will Marnie you.
Okay.
So I will shuffle my hand in my deck. Shuffle my hand and put it at the bottom of my deck. Draw 5 cards, and you'll draw 4 cards.
Okay, I get 4.
And then I will Star Portal. I will use my V-Star power to use Star Portal to get 3 basic water energy from my discard and attach them to my Pokemon in any way I choose. So I will attach 1 to the active Pokemon, and then I will put 2 on the Radiant Greninja. Play down Path to the Peak. And Subspace Swell for knockout.
Cool. So Zealy goes to just 2 prizes remaining. I will promote my Comfy and draw for turn. Now, I have got a pretty interesting win con because all I have to do is just attack twice and I win. I do have to worry about the Radiant Greninja and its ability to take a double prize knockout, especially with a Echoing Horn. So that's my biggest concern. I can eliminate that potential win condition, though, with a Scoop Up Net. So I'll use, let's see. I'll start by attaching a Psychic Energy to my Giratina VSTAR and using Mirage Gate to search my deck for the final 2 energy and attach them to my Giratina VSTAR. Then I will use Flower Picking to look at the top 2 cards of my deck. Put 1 into my hand and the other into the Lost Zone. So I now have 13 cards in the Lost Zone. And with this, it should be checkmate because I can bench Manaphy, Scoop Up Net, my Comfy, promote Giratina VSTAR, and I can even just use Colress's Experiment just to burn some extra cards in my deck. I am going to put Comfy and Giratina VSTAR into the Lost Zone, putting me up to 15 cards in the Lost Zone. And load my hand up, and things are looking mighty fine here. I'll attach an Air Balloon to my Bidoof Senior, Bieberell, just to make sure he doesn't get gusted. Oh, my Air Balloon. Oh, this goes to the discard pile. Thanks, guys. I will not do that. The Air Balloon goes to the discard pile. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the Scoop Up Net. Yeah. And the Air Balloon got discarded off the... All right. Okay, calm down, everybody. Calm down. Okay. And with that, I will use Giratina's V-Star Attack, Star Requiem, which takes an instant knockout on the active Pokemon, and I take 2 prizes.
Draw for turn. And I think you got it.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get the Echoing Horn off the prizes and hoping that I could stick you the Manaphy at the bottom of the deck with the Marnie. Didn't really work out too well. The next turn, you just lost impact to my Giratina or Greninja for the knockout. And it really shows the power of the Giratina.
Yeah. Gotta say, yeah, that works pretty good. I was stoked. Yeah, that's the game you want right there.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were just cooking there, and the jammer was broken, wasn't it?
I didn't. Yeah, I had a out to the tool scrapper,
There's a tool scrapper in there.
Mm-hmm. But with the you scoop up netting the comfies, it didn't really matter.
Yeah. Yeah. So this was that was definitely a feel good game. And you saw how quickly we almost ran out of energy. I think, let's see, I think there's 13 or 14 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 in here. So it's, the energy is definitely a thing you got to look out for. Right. I did prize 2, so I was rocking with 11, that game, which is like I started with 12 and it got like way too close with prizes.
Yeah, if you prize any of them, you're really searching for them.
Because some of the energy are going to end up in the lost zone, right? So you're like, the way you're turning through your deck, you got to assume that some of them are going to the lost zone. I really like the Comfy engine with this deck as well.
It's really good. With the scoop up nets, the switches, and the air balloons, you're going to be digging a lot.
Yeah. And it's just a thin 2-1 Bibarel line, just to kind of help with consistency of churning through the deck. It's especially there for basically Roxanne. You don't really want to get Roxanne out of like your win con. So having it there at the end of the game is really good to help you to draw those cards that you need. It can also just help help you to just draw a few cards in a pinch. The Bibarel combined with the Comfies, it feels like you're really just cooking through the deck at a very fast clip. The Bibarel is also there because this deck only plays for 6 draw supporters. It's just the 4 Colress's Experiment and 2 Gardenias.
I know we took out the Sableye last night. That
Yeah.
could have been really good too, because I kind of was underestimating how many cards you could actually get in the Lost Zone reliably, and like you could see that we got 15, I think.
15?
So it's like you had to take the early 1 prizer on the Sobble, and then you could have just put a Sableye on your bench and just got
Boom.
one of the Drizzile or
Yep.
something off the bench.
That's true. Yep. Yeah, the Sableye is not a bad include. I just, it's, I feel like it's something you have to lean into maybe a little bit more. I'm not exactly sure, are there knockouts that I'm missing with this deck? Realistically, you've already got the VSTAR power to instantly KO anything. So, like, the Sableye is good if you can catch 2 Sobbles sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, how often are you catching 2 Sobbles sleeping?
Well, I think the Sableye only does 110, so it wouldn't even get 2 Sobbles.
I think that the Cramorant is unnecessary in this deck, because don't you just want to be doing, like, 280?
Yeah.
I think
so.
The Cramorant could be, like, a turn 2 attacker if you wanted it, or a situational turn 1 attacker. But, yeah, Sableye does 12 damage counters, right.
Oh, so I'm thinking of the Cramorant that does 11 damage.
You could theoretically bop 2 Sobbles, but you would have to, like, your opponent would really have to be playing into it.
Yeah, by the time that you even get the 10 cards in the discard, it's a
lost zone,
yeah.
Right, yeah. So, I'm not, like, super sold on them. In the same way that I wasn't sold on, like, it feels like I wasn't sold on like the Latias in the Mew deck, right? It's like it just doesn't do enough. You want attackers that are one-hit KOing things.
Yep.
That's kind of my... it's the same reason that you didn't play like the Latias. You played Meloetta because it could one-hit KO things, but you really don't need those other single-prize attackers because it's just better to be one-hit KOing things, right? You actually already have a Shred attack, so you don't even need anything for Miltank, so there's really no point. You do 160 in Shred, bro. Yeah, these cards are broken, man. So I really like this list. It's definitely feeling pretty good. So let's get into game 2.
Cool. I'll go first since I lost game 1.
Sounds good. All right.
And then were you doing the predictions, or was one of the moderators?
I think they got them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you have a basic?
I do.
I do not. You ever see like the first 3 cards of a hand and you're like, please, no basic, no basic, no basic. There were 3 energy in my first 4 cards. I was like, bro, just keep it pushing. Unless it's a Gardenia hand, I mean. Okay. I'm good to go.
Cool. I'll take my 1 mulligan.
Good luck.
I will draw for my turn. I will concealed cards to discard a water energy card from my hand to draw 2. I'll play Battle VIP Pass. Since I'm going first, I get to search my deck for 2 basic Pokemon and put them into play. I'll get 2 Palkia V and put them onto my bench. Attach for turn. And I think, just to draw some cards, I'll scoop up net the Radiant Greninja, play it back down, concealed cards number 2 to draw 2 cards. And I'm pretty content with this hand, so I will pass to you.
Cool. I will draw for turn, and I too will play a Battle VIP Pass to search out a couple of basic Pokemon. Looking for a pair of Comfey, I think, but I am also concerned about the Radiant Greninja going second against, going second against Palkia is definitely tough when they're threatening the turn 2 1-hit KO with Palkia VSTAR. That is life, though, isn't it? So I'll get the Manaphy and Comfey and place those 2 onto my bench. And I'll bench Giratina V. I'll bench Bidoof. And I will attach a Psychic Energy to my active Giratina V. And I will use Abyss Seeker to look at the top 4 cards of my deck. I place 2 of them into my hand and 2 of them into the Lost Zone. Huh. We're definitely keeping the Tool Jammer, and we're definitely gonna keep the Psychic Energy, and I'll let those 2 go to the Lost Zone.
Cool. So I'll draw for my turn. I will play Evolution Incense to search my deck for an evolution Pokemon, and I will grab a Palkia V-Star. In addition, I will... Let's see. I have 3 in there. Shady Dealings, 4. I'll get a Capacious Bucket to grab 2 Water Energy. That was wrong.
Okay.
Instead of the... I'm going to grab the... What am I going for? That's a very good question. We grab the Choice Belt. So I'll attach the Choice Belt to my Palkia V-Star. I will play Level Ball for a Sobble.
Yeah, Palkia is such a brutal deck to play against. It's so easy to hit those turn 2 220 numbers.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you get punished for doing just about anything on your side of the board. You really can't play around it. If you put just one bench Pokemon in play, they can still hit it.
Headbutt Tantrum for 10 damage.
Yep.
Star Portal
Okay.
to grab 2 water energy from my discard. I will attach 1 to the Drizzile, 1 to the Palkia VSTAR. I will retreat the Drizzile. And I will subspace Swell for the knockout.
Sure. Yep, that is tough for sure. I'm going to promote Comfy and draw. And let's see what we got going on here. I'm gonna kick the turn off with a Poke Gear. Look at the top 7 cards of my deck. And we find Gardenia's Vigor, so we'll keep that. It's pretty good. It could allow me to reach for a knockout this turn with my V-Star attack, so it's possible. We could get there. I am going to use Flower Picking to look at the top 2 cards of my deck, put 1 into the Lost Zone and 1 into my hand. I definitely want to keep this Giratina V-Star. I'm going to evolve Giratina V-Star and use Gardenia's Vigor to draw 2 cards. And I can attach any grass energy from my hand to my bench Pokemon. So I'll attach that grass to my Giratina V-Star. I fortunately find an air balloon, which I'm going to be able to use to pivot that Comfy out of the active spot. I'll attach a psychic energy to my Giratina V-Star. And I will Ultra Ball away Mirage Gate and psychic energy for a Bibarel, and I'll evolve my Bidoof. Yeah, the Gardenias are actually ended up being really good.
Oh, yeah.
It's just 2 of them, but I have used them early game multiple times now. I'll attach the Tool Jammer to my Giratina V-Star and use Industrious Incisors to fill my hand to 5 cards. And with that, I will retreat into Giratina V-Star, and what was looking like kind of a sketchy start has turned into a pretty powerful turn 2 for me, because I can use my Star Requiem attack to take the instant knockout.
Don't you need 10 cards in the Lost Zone to do that?
Oh, you do? All right, I'll scoop.
When you said your
All right.
V-Star attack, I was like, oh, the V-Star's attack.
Bro, you can only do it if you have 10 cards? All right, well,
How many
that's
did you think it was?
I thought it was just KO, bro. Listen, the card's in Japanese, man. I can't. All right, well, let me rewind a little bit. Okay. I have this here. And flip that bad boy over. Okay. And since I need 10 cards in the Lost Zone in order to use my V-Star attack, I guess I just have to pass.
Sweet. I will draw for my turn. Hisuian Heavy Ball to search my prizes for a basic Pokemon, which I do not have here, so just shuffle those back up and put them back randomly. Drizzile, Shady Dealings to search my deck. Cool, I'll get the scoop up net. I lied. Sorry, I'm going to Shade Dealings for the Evolution Incense to grab Inteleon, and then I will play the Inteleon to Shady Dealings for 2 trainer cards, to which I will grab a Melanie and a Scoop Up Net. So I will play double Cross Switcher on the Giratina VSTAR.
Yikes.
And I'll bring up the Galarian Zigzagoon. Play Melanie to attach a Water Energy from my discard to one of my Pokemon V. And I will draw 3 cards. Scoop Up Net the Galarian Zigzagoon. And I'll play the Palkia V-Star down, and I will Subspace Swell for 220 damage.
Okay. Ouch. So we are at 230. I'll draw for turn. And I'll play Colress's Experiment. Look at the top 5 cards of my deck. And keep 3 and Lost Zone the others. So I will keep the Ultra Ball, the Switch, and the Grass Energy, Lost Zoning these to put me to 5 cards in the Lost Zone. Then I will switch into Comfy. And I will use Flower Picking. Look at the top 2 cards of my deck. One goes into my hand, the other into the Lost Zone. I will Lost Zone the Switch, putting me up to 6 cards. Then I will Ultra Ball the I will Ultra Ball the Colress's Experiment and Battle VIP Pass to get myself a Giratina V and place it onto my bench. I'll place Air Balloon onto Bibarel, attach Grass Energy to my Giratina V-Star, and use Industrious Incisors to draw 2 cards. Then I will retreat into Giratina V-Star, and I will use my Lost Impact attack. Put 2 energy into the Lost Zone. It does 280 damage. You're knocked out, and I will take my 2 prizes.
I'll promote Palkia V, draw for turn. Capacious Bucket to grab 2 Water Energy from my deck. Concealed cards, discard a Water Energy to draw 2. Attach for turn. Arida to search my deck for a Water Pokemon and an item card. To grab Arida, to grab Origin Palkia V-Star and Scoop up net. I will evolve my active Pokemon. Scoop up net the Inteleon back into my hand. Play down Sobble. Tool Scrapper, both air balloons.
Hey.
And Shady Dealings to search my deck for 2 trainer cards. I'll grab the Cross Switcher and the Palpad.
Yikes.
And I will play the Palpad to put a Melanie back in the deck and Irida.
Okay.
And I will Subspace Swell for knockout.
Okay. All right. I will promote Comfy and draw for turn. I will evolve my Giratina into Giratina VSTAR. And I will use Flower Picking. Look at my top 2 cards. And we will keep the Mirage Gate and put the Scoop Up Net into the Lost Zone. And I'll attach a Grass Energy to my Giratina VSTAR. Use Mirage Gate to accelerate 2 energy from my deck to my Pokemon, since I have 9 cards in the Lost Zone. I can attach those 2 energy. And now I'm in an interesting spot. I know that the... Okay. I know that the potential for Echoing Horn, double cross switcher knockout is there. Right? So the question is, do I jam my bench, but then the possibility of Zealy just doing, 280 damage, of course, is there with choice belts and things like that. Zealy need the second choice belt. So I have this really weird conundrum, because I know that Zealy just loaded his hand with the other cross switcher, so I know he's got at least 1 cross switcher in his hand. What do you think, Zealy? He's got no comment, bro. So I have this question. It's like, basically, do I play around to the choice belt by benching Bidoof and Comfy, or do I play around the Echoing Horn? Oh, do I play around the choice belt by not benching any Pokemon, or do I play around the Echoing Horn by benching 2 Pokemon? It's really weird, because I suspect that, maybe a piece is prized. He might not have access to it. So it's really tough, right? He needs a way to accelerate and Horn, and get Horn, and have 2 cross switcher and the evolution. That's facts. All right. So I'm not going to bench out. Yes. I think I'm going to bench light. I'm going to do the opposite. I think. I only have 9 cards in the Lost Zone, so I can't actually use my V-Star attack, which is super cringe, but that's fine. Okay. So I'm just going to hope he doesn't have it. I will play Scoop Up Nets on the Comfy. Put my Giratina VSTAR into the active spots. And I will use... I forget what my energy count is in my deck. There's like a correct There's a correct play here. Let me see. I felt like I had more grass than psychic. I'm going to do a quick energy count real quick. Because finding one of these is going to be easier than finding the other. And I need to figure out which one it is. So we've got 1, 2 psychic, 2 grass there. And we've got 2 psychic, 1 grass here. So we've got 4, 5 psychic. Yeah, we definitely don't discard the psychic. Yeah, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grass. Yeah, we definitely discard 5, 6, 7 grass. Is that all the grass? All right, bro, I ain't cheating. I'm just checking real quick. Yeah, there's 2 grass in there, bro. I forgot. I just built the deck last night. Have mercy on me, all right? I'm not losing this game because I discarded the wrong energy. All right, here we go. And we're going to bop that. Put 2 grass energy into the Lost Zone, putting me up to 11 cards in the Lost Zone. And I will take my 2 prizes.
Now I'm in a weird spot because one of my pieces is prized.
That's what I was feeling. Check your mic, Celia. Just make sure it's not falling back on your head. It's pretty close. It's just watch out for it. You're good.
Cool.
Yep.
So I think what I can do is bring up the Radiant Greninja, draw for turn, evolve to Palkia V-Star. I can play down Galarian Zigzagoon to do 10 damage to the active. Drizzile, Shady Dealings. For the Capacious Bucket to grab a water energy. Attach for turn. And then Roxanne.
Ooh. This is why we play the Bibarel. Yeah, you definitely don't want to get caught, you know, sleeping with Roxanne or Marnie with this deck. You can't always use Industrious Incisors. Sometimes your hand is too big. But it's not there for when your hand is big.
Yeah, he's nice to just sit there until he's needed. And
it's there for when your hand is too small. Which, that'll lose you games. So, and it's just a 2-1 Bibarel line right now. I had a 2-2, but I was like, you know what? You're only ever getting 1 Bibarel out. And you have, you take prizes very aggressively, so.
So I will draw 6 cards, and then you will draw 2.
Yep.
Quick Ball away a Battle VIP Pass for a Sobble.
Okay.
And I'm going to check my discard really quick. And I will pass to you.
Okay, so I have an opportunity to win, but I have to find a boss's orders and a grass energy for the Palkia. I'll draw for turn. It's a good start. I'll attach my grass energy to the Giratina VSTAR. And now I have to ask myself if I want to risk benching my Giratina V, which could lose me the game if I whiff, but it gives me +1 card to find the game-winning boss's orders, as I was already able to find the grass energy. I think that we just go out swinging. Right?
I think so. I mean, I play the Echoing Horn, so it's like, the option's always there for me.
Right. We're just going to go out swinging. I'm going to bench the Giratina V, and I'm going to use Industrious Incisors for 4 cards. And there is the boss's orders on Origin Form Palkia, and my Star Requiem V-Star attack for game with 11 cards in the Lost Zone. GG's.
Here it was.
Dang, bro, dang. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I was thinking, because I saw you preload the cross switcher in your hand. You didn't play it the turn previous. And I was like, that cross switcher is definitely prized, or you would have gusted the V.
Because I had the 4, and then I took the knockout, and I was like, okay, there's a 2 and 4 shot here, and to not get it.
Yeah. Yo, that was a crazy set, man.
They felt very close.
They did. They were
there was
nail-biters.
like a few missteps because the unfortunate that like the Palkia deck relies on you to help me with the damage.
Yeah.
So once you start scooping up your guys, can't really do anything about that. Whereas the Giratina can just do it on its own.
Right. Right. That is the thing about Palkia. It definitely relies on your opponent to play into the strategy a little bit, but with Comfy and Scoop Up Net, you can definitely pare down your bench.
Oh yeah, easily.
Especially at the end of the game. We did see that I kind of had to have the Mana Fee out to prevent that double prize take, throughout the game with your Radiant Greninja. So that was +1 card to the bench that I kind of had to have there. But it was definitely, pretty reasonable to pare your bench down. And I think that with 280 hit points and a Tool Jammer, this thing can definitely be pretty tough to knock out.
And the cool thing, like with the Gardenias too, you don't even have to get the cards in the Lost Zone to swing for 280 on your second turn, which is really crazy.
Yeah. With Gardenia and manual attachments, you can do 280 turn 2, without the Lost Zone popping off thing. I think that this deck certainly has a lot of potential. It feels kind of like, Rayquaza GX, a deck that just a deck that just churns through itself. Does it beat single prize decks? No, not really. But it doesn't need to. It's just a deck that just goes, you knock things out.
Once you get to like round 3 or 4 of the tournament, you probably won't be facing many single prize decks, so you're chilling.
Right. And against VMAXs, you just bop them 1-hit KO with the V-Star attack. Granted, you do have to have 10 cards in the Lost Zone in order to do that, as we saw here. Yeah, thank you, Primetime Wizard, for that raid at 25. Appreciate you guys. Welcome to the stream. We were just showing off some new Lost Origin decks. We've got Giratina VSTAR. We just played against Palkia VSTAR, and it was 2-0. So that was pretty good. I almost scooped game 2, too. I almost shame-scooped, but I dialed it back and decided to play it out. Fortunately, a prized cross-switcher helped me in that endeavor. Now, for the next sets, I'm thinking that we want to see the Electrode shenanigans. We want to see Goodra. Which side do you want to be on?
I'll try the Goodra. I think the Goodra will be fun. You can try the Electrode deck and see how that one goes.
Cool. I'm into it. Now, I think both these cards are from Dark Phantasma. So
yes.
we can pull up the Dark Phantasma translations and take a look at what these guys do. The Goodra deck, I apologize if that list does not work, bro. I did my best.
That's why I wanted to try it this way, because you built this one and I built that one.
so Zeely Zeely's like, if that deck doesn't work, I'm sorry. And I built that one. So, like, if that deck doesn't work, I'm sorry. Which is kind of sick, honestly. That engine is pretty similar to the Giratina engine.
Yeah, I was going to say, I want to definitely try the Comfies, just because it looks really cool.
Yeah. Instead of the Bibarel in that list, it's Snorlax that I have in there. I don't know if that's, like, good or bad, but, like, it seemed like you wanted more stuff to kind of, like, hide behind. I think Snorlax could be good just to kind of, like, build the hand. But, yeah, maybe it ends up being a Bibarel line that you need. I don't know, but we're trying it out. and we'll see how that goes. I see the Goodra deck as being kind of more of like a slow, grindy, methodical deck, which is why I opted for Snorlaxes in there to end your turn. Fill your hand to 7. That's pretty good, right? And I think that, no one's arguing that Snorlax is a bad card. So, especially in a deck that plays like a lot of, pivoting basics early on, you could just, throw a card in the Lost Zone, throw Snorlax up. Now, similar again to the Giratina deck, there are the Mirage Gates in there, and there are Melanies. So I only have 3 Mirage Gates in there. So if you find a card you want to cut, I can put a 4th one in. I really only own 7, so.
Oh, we'll try it with 3 and we'll see how it goes. I
have 3 and 2 Melanies right now.
I think that's fine.
I think it's fine. I didn't think that you maybe needed 4, because, like, in theory, he shouldn't die.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So, I guess that's my thought, right? Is, like, theoretically, he should not get knocked out. Now, does Electrode have 200 hit points?
210, I believe.
Oh, 210. Thank God. All right, so I'm just, like, slightly out of range.
Well, you poison yourself and burn yourself.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, so you could one-hit KO me for sure. All right, well, that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to seeing how the Electrode does. Now, let's look at these Pokemon's attacks and abilities so that we know what to call them when we're playing. The Parasect has the Exhaustion Spore ability. When you play this card from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may use this ability. Both active Pokemon are asleep and poisoned. That's sick. And then Hisuian Electrode V has the Aggrieved Bomb attack, which does 100 damage for each special condition on this Pokemon. And you can use it for free. That's right. Aggrieved Bomb. That's crazy. All right. And then your deck, the Goodra. Oh, you also have Radiant Gardevoir in there with its Devotion Veil. Makes it take 20 less damage from opponent's Pokemon B's attacks. That's me. And then you also have your... Oh, I have the Hisuian Sneasler. Cool. With its Poison Peak ability, which places 2 more damage counters on opponent's poison Pokemon. So not mine. That's sick. And then Goodra has the Toppling Goo attack. Goodra V. 60 damage. Your opponent switches their active with one on their bench. And then Shell Rollout does 140. And then Hisuian Goodra VSTAR has its Iron Rollout attack, which does 200 damage. And it takes 80 less damage from attacks next turn. And then it's Moisture... Gotta love Moisture Star, bro. It's Moisture Star attack. Heals all damage from this Pokemon. So, that's pretty cool. Heals all damage? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's beefy.
I didn't know that that's what it did. I thought, that's crazy. I thought it made it so that you, like, took less damage or something. No, it literally heals. So, you basically... Oh, that's incredible. I was, like, building that deck, and I was like, God, I wish there was a way to heal this thing. Wow.
They're it.
That's, like, better than I thought it was. Okay, that's really good, actually. Cool. And then you've got the Lake Acuities in there.
Yep.
Which make your... Wow, that's kind of crazy.
Take minus 20, and then with the attack, you're doing minus 80, and then with the Gardevoir, you're at minus 120 without even V-Star or anything.
That's insane. Yeah, so you can theoretically... Yeah. Subtract 120 damage from attacks. That's nuts.
Which is crazy, because it's then with the Fantina, you're up to 240.
I forgot about Fantina. Yeah. Now, there's only 2 Fantina in there. But you can use the Banette to get it back, which is pretty cool.
Do you know what the Banette's ability name is?
We should look it up.
Yeah, cool.
All right, Banette's ability. We'll pull that up.
It's probably like Puppet Master or something. I'm insane.
Puppet Memorial. Yeah, you are insane. All right, it's Puppet Memorial. Yeah, that's sick. So let us know in the chat who you think's gonna win. Electrode V featuring a 1/1 Darkrai V-Star. I love that. I think that's sick. That's pretty cool. Just for its V-Star power. Why not? It's not a liability. I mean, Electrode already has, like, you know, only 200 hit points, so sure, why not? It's a broken ability.
I hope the Electrode deck works. I mean, against the Goodra, it seems kind of rough because you're just taking so much less damage.
Yeah, we'll see. It's also a faster deck, I think. So, all right, let's get into it. I call Tails. Tails.
Third time's the charm.
And it is a Tails, so I will go first.
So the Fantina, if I have 10 cards or more in my Lost Zone, my Pokemon takes minus 120 damage from my opponent's Pokemon V.
All right, Zeely, what do we say about if this deck doesn't work? Yeah. Yeah. Man, I was telling Zeely, I was like, yo, Zeely, you got to put Battle VIP passes in the deck, bro. It's going to be broken. He's like, no. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, he said. It's looking like it. Yeah, that does look like a 2. That is the go symbol. So, wow, that's confusing. Actually, terrible die design. Both the go and the 2 look like 2s.
Was that you who got the melted dice?
Uh-huh.
That was really funny.
I think I have them in here. I don't know. Well, I did at one point. Is this it? This is it. This is the melted die. You rolled the cheaty die. Right? you rolled the cheaty die, man. It's fine. I won the flip, so I don't care. You picked it out.
Cool. So I have 2 Pokemon.
I'll take my mulligan. Okay.
Sweet. And you're going first. Good luck.
Yes, good luck. I will draw, and I will bench my Hisuian Electrode V. I will bench my Darkrai V, and I will attach the, you know what that card's called?
Mechanical Arm.
Mechanical Arm to my Electrode, which has no arms. I just picked up my deck and started looking, bro. I'm going to put Turf Field into play and use it to search out a Parasect from my deck and put it into my hand. Cool. And then I have to just pass to you.
Sweet. Draw for turn. Play down Quick Ball to discard Manaphy. Search my deck for a basic Pokemon. And I will grab a... Comfy. In theory, I probably should have started with the Shuppet as the active Pokemon, so that way I could retreat it into the Comfy or the Snorlax.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, this is where the ball lays right now.
Yep.
Yeah, in theory, I should have opened a playable hand, but, you know, you built my deck, so... Yeah, the retreating into Comfies is really cool because unlike Team Up Jirachi, it doesn't put itself to sleep or anything. So you could go Comfy, retreat, Comfy, you know, and really just get it going that way.
And pass to you.
Cool. I will draw for turn. Ha-ha! I will bench Paris. And I will pass to you.
Draw for turn. Attach to the Goodra, and I will pass to you.
Cool. Riveting. I will draw for turn. Oh yeah, you're absolutely busted now. I'm gonna use Turffield Stadium. Should have done this last turn to thin my deck more, but it's cool. And then we're gonna get another Parasect out of the deck. And Who said if you're testing a deck, you shouldn't play Roxanne? Why not? Roxanne's a broken card. What kind of what? No. Roxanne's so good, dude. Of course you should try playing Roxanne. Especially in a deck that can bring supporters back from the discard pile.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, it definitely, yeah. It's a core strategy in this deck because you could use Bonnet, bring it back, use the thing, and then tank a hit, right? Like it's crazy, bro. Yeah, it's crazy for sure. Cool. I'll search out Parasect, and I will use Parasect's ability. What is it called? I don't know. Parasect's ability.
It's like Spore or something.
Which is like some spore stuff. Here we go. Exhaustion Spore. I'll evolve into Parasect and use Exhaustion Spore to make it so that both active Pokemon, right?
Yep.
Are...
Although you should probably bring up this first.
Oh, thanks, actually. I'll take it all back, bro. At first, I was like, it's the amount of special conditions you have.
No,
it's
no.
me. It's me. All right. Yeah, cool. All right, I'm going to use Scoop Up Net to pick up my fella and put Electrode into the active. I'm going to bench my Hisuian Sneasler, and then I'm going to use Exhaustion Spore, which makes it so that both active Pokemon are asleep and poisoned. And thanks to that Exhaustion Spore, my Electrode's Aggrieved Bomb attack is doing base 200 damage for free. And thanks to Hisuian Sneasler, you're taking 20 damage between turns for poison. So I'll use Aggrieved Bomb for the knockout and 2 prizes. Oh, they're confused. Hold up, man. We both confused them. Bro,
I think you saw me do it, and I did it wrong.
I saw him do it. All right. Wait, we're redoing it, bro. We're redoing it. All right, for the clip. All right. Left is sleep. Okay. I'll evolve into Parasect and use its Exhaustion Spore ability, which puts both active Pokemon to sleep and poisons them. And thanks to Electrode's mechanical arm, it can attack even while asleep, which is super cool. And then thanks to Hisuian Sneasler's ability, it makes the Goodra take 20 damage between turns for poison, and I can use my Aggrieved Bomb attack for 200 damage, plus 20 from poison, and the knockouts.
So then you take 10 damage from poison.
Yep.
Then you flip for sleep. I will promote the Comfy, draw for turn, attach to the Goodra, flower picking, get the Bonnet, and I'll put the Ultra Ball in my Lost Zone. I'll evolve the Shuppet to Bonnet. I'll play Chorus's Experiment to draw 5 cards. Choose 3 of them to put into my hand. And then put 2 in the Lost Zone. I will play down Lake Acuity, so my Pokemon with basic water energy attached take minus 20 damage. And I will pass to you.
Cool.
So you take 20 damage or 10 damage for poison, and your turn.
Now the Sneasler, it adds 2 more damage counters, right?
I think it is 2.
Is it 2 or add 2 more? That's a question we have in the chat right now. It's a good question, so I kind of want to answer that or figure it out before we continue. Put 2 more damage counters.
Cool.
It didn't make a difference for that math, but it is 2 more damage counters, which is good to know. With its Alpine Poison ability? That would be a cool ability name. I should name these. Poison Peak. All right, with its Poison Peak ability. And it's only the opponent Pokemon.
Yes. Yep.
Yes. So my Electrode doesn't take it more damage because of it. Cool. And the Lake Acuity is out. Good stuff. I will draw for turn. And I am loving that top deck because I can use Quick Ball to discard Roxanne. And search my deck for a Bidoof. I'll grab Bidoof and put it straight onto my bench.
Now the cool thing with the Electrode deck is you don't need any energy to attack, so you don't need to put multiple on your bench and start building them up, because once you get an air balloon, you could just start pivoting between them, which is really cool.
I really love that. It's super cool for sure. And also, since Electrode V is just doing 100 damage right now, I don't even need to evolve into a Parasect. So I can save that for later. And with that, I'm kind of just chilling for now. My hand is good. I have the knockout on Comfy, so I will use Aggrieved Bomb for 100 damage and take the knockout.
I will promote my Goodra, draw for turn, and I will puppet. I forgot it already. Something puppet.
Puppet Show. It's not Puppet Show. It's Puppet Memorial.
I will Puppet Memorial to send it to the Lost Zone to grab a supporter card from my discard pile to put into my hand. So I will grab the Chloris's Experiment and I will play it.
I love the synergy here. That is so cool. The Puppet Memorial really helps to accelerate cards to the Lost Zone. Because with Puppet Memorial and Chloris's Experiment, that's plus 4 cards to the Lost Zone. It's huge.
Cool. I'll put these in there so that I'm up to 7. I will evolve into Hisuian Goodra VSTAR, attach for turn, play down Ultra Ball to get rid of Shuppet and Boss's Orders to grab another Hisuian Goodra V. And since I have 7 cards in the Lost Zone, I can Mirage Gate to get another Metal Energy and another Water Energy onto my Goodra.
This is so cool, man. You're really cooking now.
And I will use Goodra's attack to do 200 damage to knock you out.
Shoot.
And during my next turn, I will take minus 80 damage.
That is tough. Let's see. What is that attack called? That is Iron Rollout. Cool. And my Electrode is gone. And you're taking minus 80 damage. That is not good for me. No, it is not. Let's promote the Parasect, and I will draw for turn. I will evolve into Beaverell. I'll place Turfield down. I'll use Clara to get my Electrode back from the discard pile. I'm going to put it straight onto my bench. I'm going to attach Mechanical Arm to my Electrode. Evolve into Parasect and use its Exhaustion Spore or Exhaustive Spore ability. Oh, no.
Yeah,
I gotta not do that, actually. Never mind. I gotta get the Trode in the active first. Cool. I will not do that. I will attach the arm to my Parasect.
I don't think you... Because there's Air Balloon in the deck.
Oh.
So it's probably to the other one.
I'll attach my arm to...
Probably the Parasect, because you could scoop it up later.
That's true. I'll attach the arm to Hisuian, to the Paris, yeah. I'll attach my Mechanical Arm to my bench Paris, and I'll use Industrious Incisors to draw 3 cards. Okay. That's tough. I am worried about... how many cards are in your hand, Zealy?
3.
3? That's fine, actually. I can kind of just hang out here and wait. So I will just pass turn to you.
Draw for turn. Attach a metal energy to the Hisuian Goodra V. I'll boss's orders up the Hisuian Electrode V.
What a sack. What a sack, bro.
And I will... I'm so bad at this.
Iron roll out.
Iron roll out for 200 damage.
There we go. Yikes. That is not good. Okay. Draw for turn. I will use my Parasec's Exhaustive Spore, which poisons me and poisons you, puts us both to sleep. And then I will Palpad back in the Roxanne and the Clara. I'll shuffle those up. And then I'm kind of hoping to hit one of those curry things because it heals me.
Yes.
And would put me out of range, I think? Maybe?
Yep.
Yeah, so if I can hit one of those curry cards, I actually won't get knocked out, which is kind of cool. So I would like to do that. That would be ideal. Cool. And I'll use Marnie. We both put our shuffled hands on the bottom of our decks. I'll get 5 and you get 4. Uh-oh. I'll use Scoop Up Nets to pick up. I'll use Scoop Up Nets to pick up this Parasect and put Paris back down, and then use Evolution Incense to grab Darkrai VSTAR. And the Darkrai VSTAR is here just to use its VSTAR power, because getting items back from the discard pile is very good. And unfortunately, I was not able to find one of my curry cards, so...
Did you Industrious Incisors already?
I did.
Okay.
So I am just doing 200 damage, minus 80, so 120. But you are asleep. My Electrode gets knocked out.
And I take 20 from poison.
Yep.
And then I flip for sleep. I wake up.
Dang it, bro. And you take 2 prizes.
Yep. Take 2 prizes.
And I will promote the Parasect.
Draw for turn.
Sure.
Play down Comfy.
You take 30 from poisons. 10
Oh,
more.
sorry. Yep,
Yep,
you're right.
you're good.
You're right. Cool. I will Birdkeeper.
Dang, that Birdkeeper's broken in there.
1, 2, 3. Tool Jammer. And I will use Moisture V-Star to take out all the damage counters.
Sheesh.
Flower Picking. Switch.
Kind of broken, man.
And I will Ultra Ball away the Snorlax and the Quick Ball to grab another Hisuian Goodra V-Star.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good about this one. No, this feels bad.
And I will Iron Rollout for knockout.
Okay. I'm going to promote Paris and draw. I will Ultra Ball away, research. Oh, this is actually the last Pokemon you want to promote. You want to promote because you have to, like, you can't evolve and then scoop up net.
Correct.
Yeah. So you want to promote him instead. That's fine. I'll Ultra Ball away, research and boss. We're still learning here. And we'll get Electrode. And then I will scoop up net my Hisuian Sneasler, go into Electrode V, bench my Hisuian Sneasler, evolve into Parasect, and use Exhaustive Spore, which poisons and sleeps us both. And then I'll use Industrious Incisors to draw 5 cards. And I will Spicy Seasoned Curry, which burns me. And so now I have 3 different status conditions applied, which is pretty cool. And I am doing 300 damage, but minus 80. So I am doing 220, but plus 20. Oh, but you're not burned, but you are poisoned.
Yes.
Plus 30, though, from the poison. So you're taking 250 damage total.
Yes.
Because 300 minus 80 plus 30.
Yep.
So let's do that. Yes. So 250 damage.
You would need the mechanical arm to attack.
Oh, that's right.
And I think your best bet, if you have a Pokemon catcher, would be to bring this up and just knock it out, I guess.
But then you just win because
Yeah.
All right, I'll scoop this one.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it, bro. I did need to find the Tool Scrapper, which we put in here. Yeah. I needed to find the Tool Scrapper. I forgot about the Tool Jammer. I forgot that I can't attack while I'm asleep. Yeah. So I needed both of those in order to attack, or else I was going to lose. But it's all good.
At least the cool thing was, if you did have the Tool Scrapper in the discard, you could have gotten it back with the Darkrai.
Exactly. Well, that's why the Darkrai is here, because it gives you more flexibility to be able to pull off those kind of crazy wombo combos, right? Which is what you're trying to do with this deck. You're trying to, like, I need the Spicy Curry, I need the Scoop Up Net for my Paris, and that's why the Darkrai's here. It's kind of like a little junk hunt. It's like a little dowsing machine, which is just really nice to have throughout the game. And again, it's not really a liability since it's got more HP than your Electrode does. So it's kind of fine in that regard. Now that Goodra deck, phew, that thing is difficult to knock out.
Yeah, I was very surprised by that. Just how, like, the minus 80, so you need to do 350 base to even knock it out in one hit after that is really crazy. And then you get to use the V-Star ability to heal all damage counters from it.
Yeah, it's really nuts. I was starting to feel like probably the 3 Mirage Gates is fine.
I think so.
Because you only are going to power up, like, maybe 3 in a game.
I mean, yeah, you get the Melanie out also.
Yeah, with Melanie, you have a lot of options, and also with the ability, you get a lot of life out of manually attaching.
Oh yeah,
right. So I think that's totally fine. I really think that Goodra can be its own deck. I don't think it needs Arceus at all. In fact, Arceus just is going to make it more difficult to play cards like Fantina, and I think the Fantina is a really powerful card in that deck too. So that is I think that is definitely a card to look out for. It's going to be really tough to knock out.
I was kind of disappointed I wasn't able to get the Gardevoir out either.
The Gardevoir too. I mean, it's so nuts, right? Yeah, the Arceus I think just takes away from what the Goodra does best, which is just tanking and healing. Cool. With no weakness.
Sweet. Now would you like to go first or second?
I will go first. Okay.
Good luck. Have fun.
Good luck. That is a solid starter. draw for turn. I do like finding Bidoof. That is quite good. And yeah. I'm just going to pass it over to you.
Draw for turn. Play down Comfy. Play down Hisuian Goodra V. Attach for turn. Quick ball a Mirage Gate to grab a Shuppet. And I will Gourmandize to draw 5 cards until I have 7 cards in my hand.
Busted. I will draw for turn. And shoot. That was a ugly hand. I'm going to Ultra Ball away an Ordinary Rod and Tool Scrapper. And grab Bibarel. While I'm in the deck, I'm also going to check to see if my Darkrai is in there. Kind of just have that in my mind, and the Hisuian Sneasler, which are both there. So that's cool. I really like the new Lost Zone mechanic. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of
Yeah, I love when they bring it back every time because they always do something new with it.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool for sure. I like that. It almost feels like it's kind of like a combo of, you know, the very heavy counting and numerical thing that they did with like the prizes and the Ultra Beasts, but this time it's like with the Lost Zone. It's like very much like have to hit this amount of cards in the Lost Zone, this amount of cards, and then it unlocks certain things.
I like that. It's really
I think
cool.
it's really cool. Yeah, for sure. I'm into it. I'm gonna play down Turffield Stadium and Air Balloon onto my Bibarel, and then use Industrious Incisors to draw 3 cards. I'll bench Paris, and I will use Professor's Research to discard my hand and draw 7 cards. I'll bench Paris again. Bench Electrode. And I think I'm cool. I mean, I could swing into this thing, but it's probably not necessary. I'll just pass to you.
Cool. Draw for turn. I will evolve into Hisuian Goodra VSTAR. Attach Water Energy. Play Chloris's Experiment. Look at the top 5 cards in my deck. Choose 3 of them, put them in my hand, and then put the other 2 in the Lost Zone. So I'll put the Snorlax and the Water Energy in the Lost Zone. Play down Hisuian Goodra V. I will switch into the Comfy and Flower Picking. Play down Lake Acuity.
Yeah.
Quick ball away the Fantina for another Comfy.
I like that. Just saving the Fantina for later.
Yep.
You can now bring it back at a moment's notice with the Banette, which is really cool. And I love that the Banette's ability can activate at any time, not just on evolution. So
I will scoop up net the Comfy to bring up second one.
So sick.
Flower picking.
Yep.
Play down Comfy, and I will pass to you.
Cool. I'll draw for turn. And I'm going to play down both these mechanical arms. Going to evolve into Parasect and use its exhaustive spore ability, which makes us both asleep and poisoned. Then I will also use Spicy Seasoned Curry, which makes me burned and heals damage, but I don't have any on me right now. And then I'll use Industrious Incisors to draw 3 cards. Boss's orders there would have gone crazy, but we didn't find it. However, there is still hope. I am going to quick ball away the mechanical arm and get myself Darkrai. And if I can find one of those Pokemon catchers and flip a heads, that Goodra is going down. And then, yeah, you're going to be sorry. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to use Marnie.
Which is unfortunate because both my Mirage Gates are now at the bottom of my deck.
There you go. Okay. And I get 5 cards. Sad, we did not find a Pokemon catcher, unfortunately. So this this Comfy is going to be sent to the nether to the nether world here, as I blast it for 300 damage. Now I do take 20 and 10 from my status conditions, and then I flip to see if I heal my burn, and I do heal my burn. So there we go.
Bring up the Hisuian Goodra V. Draw for turn. Attach metal for turn.
And I flip for sleep too. Stay woke, Electrode.
Play down the Banette. Chorus.
Yep.
And I think I'll just Iron Roll out for knockout.
Yep. So you're taking minus 80 damage this turn, which is obviously pretty tough. I'll promote my Bibarel with the Air Balloon and draw for turn. Now, I got a couple of things I could do. First of all, we're going to retreat into Electrode, and we're going to use Seasoned Spicy Curry to burn myself. Then we're going to Ultra Ball away Bidoof and Bibarel, and grab, I think I kind of like have to hope you stay asleep this turn. You've got a Banette though. Do you have a Bird Keeper in the discard pile?
No, I don't think so. I think you
Okay.
Marnied it away.
Cool. So I'm like, hoping you don't have a switch to get out of sleep here. I could also just go for the Gust on the bench Goodra and knock it out. It's also a possibility.
If you have Catcher and Gust, you could just go for him also.
That's true. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, I'm going to Ultra Ball for the Arceus VSTAR. Yeah, that's crazy. Double catcher, dude?
What are you getting?
The Arceus V, or the, sorry, Darkrai VSTAR. Yeah, very good. Bro. So we're going to get this guy. And I think that I'm going to Industrious Incisors for 2. Dang, man. Missed opportunities. No. Well, yeah, dang, man. Missed opportunities for sure. That's fine. We're just going to research. Oh, yeah, dude. I'm going for it. Okay. Pokemon Catcher. I just need 2 heads. Tails. Pokemon Catcher. The Goodra. And then I'm going to use Darkrai's VSTAR. I'm going to use Darkrai's VSTAR power, bro, to bring back 2 Pokemon Catchers. And I'm going to use Pokemon Catcher again. So sick. Yeah, bring him up. And then I'm going to evolve into Parasect. And I'm going to Quick Ball away Quick Ball to get myself a Paris. Oh, that's why we're playing the catchers. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
An Electrode going in, bro. Going in. Yeah, so I'll use Aggravated Bomb for the 300, removing your buff from the attack, and I take 30 damage, flip for burn, heads, flip for sleep, heads, and I take my 2 prizes.
Cool. So I draw for turn. I will play Quick Ball to discard. Probably going to get rid of the Melanie.
Yeah. I have 3 mechanical arms in the discard.
And I'll fail a Quick Ball.
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling for sure. You got 6 cards in the Lost Zone. I'm chilling for sure.
Actually, I lied. I'm sorry. I'm going to get the Comfy from the Quick Ball, and I'll play it.
Yep.
Sweet. So then I will Flower Picking.
Yep.
Look at the top 2, put 1 into my hand, put 1 in the Lost Zone. That's probably the easiest decision I could have had, for sure. Grab the Hisuian Goodra VSTAR. Attach for turn. Play down Quick Ball, discard the Comfy.
Yeah.
Fail. And I will Chorus's Experiment.
Okay.
I'm hoping I can hit the Mirage Gate off of this.
Right.
Fortunately, I do not.
Nice. I needed this.
Tool Jammer on the active.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, man.
Oh, did you say it? 3 in the discard?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, you play Tool Scrapper, so you can find that.
It's also the discard.
Scoop up net.
Yeah.
Flower Picking.
Yeah.
And I will pass to you.
Cool. Draw for turn. And yeah, this is tough because that Tool Jammer is really gonna mess with me for sure because it makes it so that I cannot attack while asleep. So what I have to do is well, let's see if we can Pokemon Catcher. Nice. Bring up your guy. And then oh, and I also take 10 more from poison. Okay. And then I will Season Spicy Curry, which heals me 40 and burns me. And oh, you still have your V-Star power. Oh. Just gonna lose, man. I'll use Turffield Stadium.
I don't see what your win condition is here.
Bro, I'm playing for the content. Come on. Yeah, maybe I was too greedy with my Darkrai double catcher play, but it was sick.
It was fun.
It was sick. It was dope, man. It was so dope. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. You're not even asleep, so you're fine.
No,
You're chilling.
I
yeah.
can attack.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're gonna heal yourself, but I can attack though. And then I'm going to scoop up nets, this, put that back down, and Marnie. Okay. And I'll get 5, you get 4. Okay. And then I'll swing for 200 damage. Plus 10. Oh, you're not poisoned. Yes, just 200 damage. And your stadium's gone.
Sweet. Draw for turn. I will use Mirage Gate to search my deck for 2 energy cards and attach them to my active Pokemon, since I have at least 7 in my discard, or in my lost zone.
And that Tool Jammer literally just saved you the game.
Yep.
Because, I mean, I was going to be able to do 300 there easy, but did not have access to my Tool Scrapper.
So then you take 10 from poison also.
Yep. Oh, and I flip for burn.
Yep. So you should be at 30.
Yes.
Yep. Cool. So then I will Moisture Star to reduce all my to get rid of all my damage counters.
It's broken.
And I will Puppet Memorial the Banette away to grab a
Fantina.
Fantina.
So sick.
And since I have at least 10 cards in my lost zone, my active Pokemon, your Pokemon V's attacks do 120 less damage to my active Pokemon. And I will Iron Rollout for knockout.
Yeah, man.
So I'm taking minus 200 damage.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'll promote Beaverell and draw. I'm going to put you to sleep and, well, hold on. I'm going to retreat into this guy and then put you to sleep and poison you. And then I'm asleep and poisoned as well, but I'm going to scoop up net. This, go into Beaverell.
This guy's asking if you even run energy in that deck?
Definitely
no.
not.
Oh,
No. Yes. Go here. Bench the Trode. And I will attach Air Balloon to my Darkrai and play Roxanne. So here, we are simply hoping that... Oh, my Air Balloon doesn't work. That's fine. We are hoping that the Goodra stays asleep forever, is my win con here. I will draw 6. Cool. And you're taking like minus -1 million damage, so there's really no points in doing anything. So I'll pass.
I take 10 from poison. I'll flip for sleep. I am asleep. Draw for turn.
Beaverell is asleep and poisoned. That's right. Man, this deck's got a lot of things to remember. Tails. All right, so he takes 10.
I will play Fantina again.
Oh my gosh.
And I will pass to you.
Okay, see if you wake up. I'll see if I wake up. I don't wake up.
That one's...
Bro,
I'm trying here. I'm really trying.
I'm gonna make you flip with the cursed melted dice.
Cool.
Tails, your sleep. Okay. Draw for turn. I will use Scoop Up Nets on my Beaverell and go into Hisuian Trode, which is doing no damage right now. Because he's not under a special condition. So I need you to stay asleep for a long, long time, Zealy. Understand? Okay. I will...
Did you discard Air Balloon from the Scoop Up Net?
No. Thank you. I will Ultra Ball away Clara and Paris. And we're going to go get the Sneasel Buddy. And then I have to do this to poison myself and hope that I wake up and start attacking before you. Okay?
Cool.
All right. And I will pass. That's tails.
So then I take 30 from in between turns.
Yep.
And I flip for sleep. I'm awake. Draw for turn, and then Iron Roll out for knockout.
GG's. All right. You know, the Trode deck...
I feel like, I mean, if the whole point of this deck is to just reduce the damage. So
Yeah.
if you're not reducing the damage, I feel like that's not that bad. I mean, you're hitting
Right.
for 300 pretty easily.
Right. The Trode deck definitely has cool points going for it. Yeah.
The Darkrai for the double catcher.
The Darkrai for that was sick, man. That was sick. The Goodra seems like an actual menace, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Like that thing taking... You were able to, like, realistically deny 200 damage in one turn.
Yep.
Which is, like, cool. I basically am passing. Like, what... There are decks like Arceus VSTAR that would just pass if you do that. Like, you literally have to pass.
Because it does no damage, so you're just like... Okay.
Literally no damage, yep. And then... So you have multiple turns throughout the game. You know, anytime you play Fantina and attack, that's minus 200 damage. Anytime you tank a hit and then use your V-Star ability to heal, that's like minus a turn. So you have the ability to subtract multiple turns from your opponent, which makes it pretty easy to win games.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So I was very impressed by the Hisuian Goodra.
It was a lot of fun. Goodra's also very cool.
Yeah.
So it was like, I like it. And then if you get the whole combo out, you're getting minus 240 with the Fantina, Gardevoir, Lake Acuity, and the attack.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that can do that much damage to knock it out.
No way. Yeah, it's super gnarly. So to wrap up, we took a look at the new Scarlet and Violet games this morning and did some commentary on that. If you missed that, you can check out the VOD or maybe YouTube later if I decide to upload it. And then we had Giratina VSTAR against Palkia, and Giratina was able to win that set 2-0. It was the second place Palkia list from the North American International Championships, Isaiah Bradner's. And then Goodra VSTAR was able to top Electrode V 2-0. So a couple of clean sweep sets, but I think that this is just a taste of things to come. Very excited about tomorrow as well. I'm going to get in the lab and start editing video because hiring Chip to edit all my videos is kind of expensive. So I'm going to try and champ one out myself, see if I can do it. And you also have to get to work.
Yeah.
So
hopefully you can show off the Arcanine deck tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll save some stuff for tomorrow. Yeah, the Arcanine deck I'm really stoked to show off, and I think that I'll be able to take the knowledge from the stream today and make some tweaks, and we'll post the lists in the Tricky Gym Discord too. So if you would like to see our work on these decks so far, make sure to go check out the Tricky Gym Discord, discord.gg/trickygym. And, of course, thank you guys so much for shopping at Full Grip Games, which helps support the content that we create here on Tricky Gym. That's all for the stream. I'll be back tomorrow with Jesse Parker for some more tabletop Pokemon TCG content. Huge thanks again to Zealy for joining us. Should we raid somebody? What do you think? Think there's anybody? Oh, we'll raid Amy. Go say hi to Amy, guys. See ya.